Welcome to the industry exclusive with Kingston and
Mommy. We have created this platform to answer questions that are commonly asked to Kingston and myself. I am a momager or a blomager, a black momager, hey, folks know, who manage the logistics of my son's acting career.
my mom entered me in the acting business when I was...
Well, I introduced you.
Introduced me to the acting business even though I didn't know what was going on. At like 3 to 2 years old?
You were 3 years old.
At 3 years old, so I've been in the acting career for 7 years.
Yes, so he's been in this industry for 7 years. So we both have been in this industry for 7 years with plethora of knowledge and experience. And so we have created this platform to answer some of your questions that you may pose wanting to get into this industry yourself. And so we're just creating this platform to make it easier for you. And we also offer an industry exclusive program, which, you know, you can reach out to me and I can give you more information about that. So Kingston, we're going to start off. Do you take acting lessons, or did you ever take acting lessons? Do you still take acting lessons?
I did take acting lessons, but that was at the start of my acting career. After we did our first job, Mom was like, "Yeah, you need to learn how to act."
It wasn't necessarily, oh, he needs to learn how to act, because for kids, they tend to have that basic skill already, but it was helping him identify and
what acting was.
Yeah, acting was what the character development, projection. So there was a lot of different types of acting lessons that he took, improvisation, method acting, and so forth like that. So we started him with that. One of the biggest advice I received was from Mark Forster when he did. Mark Forster, if you don't know, Google him, but he is a award-winning director, and he directed a project that Kingston did, and he was so impressed with Kingston, and he said, take him, if he's in any acting classes, take him out, because he has such a raw talent and you don't want to interrupt what he's already producing. And so we did take him out of acting classes, and he hasn't been since. But we do work on what we have learned in the past to help him. So not saying that we won't ever go back to acting class, but for right now we have elected to not keep him in acting class or continue the acting, because he does have such a raw talent, and we want to see him develop that and not have it contrived. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So do your friends know that you're an actor, and how do they respond?
Of course they do, because I always tell my friends.
Yeah, so
it's literally like as soon as I met my friends, I was just like, I'm an actor, hi.
Well, not quite. We didn't quite go that quickly into telling them.
Yeah.
So yes, so we have sets of friends, and you have to be able to pocket your friends for a reason. So he has actor friends that when he's on set, and it's a lot of the same ones that we engage with. I engage with their moms. We share information, ideas, and he has those friends that they understand the business. They understand the way things go. Then we have I call it his normal friends, where we have created a place for him that he's removed from Hollywood to be a normal kid. And so, yes, those friends know that he's an actor. Sometimes they ask questions, and Kingston is, when they ask you questions about being an actor, how do you usually respond?
Okay, I'll say how I actually say it.
Yeah, just
sometimes, one time, my best friend said this, I want to be an actor. And I said, you have to pay attention, and you have to wake up very early sometimes.
Be able to follow director, huh?
His mother told him something to do, and he wasn't paying attention. I was just like, and then my mom was just like, you want to become an actor? Yeah.
You have to be able to follow directions, not necessarily pay attention. Well, yes, you have to pay attention, but he had a problem with following directions, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
So yeah, so his friends do know, and he's spoken to them about what it takes to be an actor. And most of the time we get a lot of those type of questions. Oh, I want to be an actor. I've been interested. And so that's why I created this program that if people are serious about wanting their kids in the industry, I will be able to help assist you and walk you through the process. And there's some cool things that within my program that I offer. But for the most part, we are able to assess who's really serious and who's not. But his friends, yeah, they treat him like normal. Ain't nothing special. Yes, Kingston.
How you really know if they're serious is you tell them what acting really is, and then you go to them again and ask them if they want to become an actor. And most of the time, they say no.
Yeah. So we lay it for them. But for his friends, I think they just are interested or inquiring or curious and not necessarily serious.
They're curious but not serious.
Yeah, they're curious but not serious. But for him, he does have his work friends and his normal friends, and
then there's
that's where
that's
where I create normalcy for him, is with his home friends. And so we live outside of the industry in the sense of we're about an hour away from LA. And so when we come back to our home, everything's normal. He has chores. He has homework to do. He got to make his bed. You got to clean, do all those things that normal kids do, because you're not in Hollywood anymore. You're out here. You're back home. And so we try to create a lot of normalcy for him so that it keeps him grounded, right? How do you feel about that, being grounded to be like,
I feel happy.
So we don't treat him like a superstar, okay? That ain't happening. Not in our home. There will be when he goes out of there, they can treat him, but when he comes home, you still got some work to do. You got dishes you got to wash. When you eat your breakfast, you go wash your dish. So we make sure that is a core foundation, is keeping him grounded. So his friends keep him grounded. And Kingston's he doesn't act conceited or anything like that. He doesn't have that ego even though he's on set a lot and he's been seen. He doesn't have that, so he's really chill, and I think creating that balance has helped him. What is one advice you would give a young aspiring actor wanting to get into this industry? What is a few advice would you give them?
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily advice for the kid though. It's more like for the parent to help the kid.
Okay.
For the parent, make sure you must take care of your kids. You can set up hours for how long they're allowed to do it, because once we messed up and it did not go as smoothly. So we're trying to give you as much advice. Mm-hmm. You are the boss of your kid, not them. You can set up how long they have to do their acting, yeah, and after that time you have the right to leave. You have to sign up for people that will fight for you. The people at the acting career at the jobs, what are they called, the people that
like production at work.
Yeah, the production with
team.
The production team. The people that for the school, the people that.
Oh, you're a school teacher.
The school teacher. Always make sure there's a school teacher there, because they will also fight for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're coming down to the hour. So basically, yeah. So that's one advice from a momager, from his words, is parents, you need to be advocates for your kids. And once you're an advocate for your kids, the other stuff will work itself out. Now, you have 10 seconds. What is an advice you would give to a young child, that wants to be an actor?
Don't give up, never give in, and don't stop.
Okay. All right. You have heard it from us, from the Industry Exclusive. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and help us grow our platform. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Deuces.